Imagine leaving university and entering a world where people encourage you to experiment, to find the role that suits you best, so that the most important decisions about your future are not left to guesswork or chance, but are based instead on personal experience of working in different businesses and continents. Imagine a world in which creative people apply their skills to business, and business people are encouraged to think creatively. Now imagine being paid to explore this world. With more than 100 companies and 2,000 offices worldwide, WPP is one of the world's most comprehensive marketing communication groups. While its core strengths lie in advertising, media, design, branding and consultancy, WPP companies are also pioneers in digital communication, direct and relationship marketing, branded content in the entertainment business, specialist healthcare communications and a host of other services. In fact, there's no form of marketing communication that WPP's companies cannot address. WPP is led by Sir Martin Sorrell, the company's founder and chief executive.
The reason we set up the WPP Fellowship program some 10 years ago was twofold, really. Firstly, we were sick and tired of competing with the investment banks and the management consultancies, and all graduates seemed to want to join those industries. And our industry is just as interesting, but it's fun as well. And the second reason is that we wanted to build a group of multidisciplinary people who understood not just one discipline, let's say advertising or media planning and buying, but understood them all: market research, public relations, public affairs, branding and identity, healthcare, digital stuff as well.
Working for many of the world's most influential companies, WPP has relationships with 340 of the Fortune Global 500 companies, many of which span multiple countries and disciplines. As John Steele, the company's fellowship director, says, imagine WPP as an elite university creating a new breed of international multidisciplined professionals.
The fellowship program is unique because it takes the fear out of the process of choosing a career. I think when many graduates come out of university, they make their decisions based on guesswork. The fellowship gives them 3 years of solid experience on which to decide which career they really want to follow for the rest of their lives.
Successful applicants are hired by WPP as the parent company and can be placed within any of the 100 companies or associate companies worldwide, depending on the applicant's strengths and WPP's requirements.
What the fellowship offered to someone like me was the opportunity to work out which area of marketing communications really suited me best, and also to be guided through it by an organisation with the scale and the support which WPP offers.
To me, I felt that I didn't really have a centre of a focus in terms of what I wanted to do, and the fellowship offered me a very nice solution, which was to try 3 different jobs over 3 years and then decide what I wanted to do.
All fellows are mentored by board-level WPP executives throughout their 3 years on the programme and beyond.
We have mentors at board level, and they really take a personal interest in your development and coach you in terms of what career paths you want to choose or which sort of placements to do next.
So in essence, successful graduates will be supported for 3 full years across 3 different disciplines with international postings if desired. After 3 years, fellows can interview for full-time jobs within WPP, but there is no obligation for them to stay. Yet 13 years after the program's inception, more than 70% of fellows remain within the company.
The reason I stayed with WPP is exactly the reason I joined in the first place. It's continued to give me a huge amount of variety and opportunity whenever I wanted it.
I think graduates like the program, they enjoy it and they stick with it because for 2 reasons. One is it offers them different functional experiences. And the second, I think equally important reason is that they get an opportunity to see different geographies, to learn a little bit more about the most exciting places in the world, such as Asia or Latin America. So this is a much more interesting experience than the usual boring, dull graduate programs.
While there are certain criteria for becoming a successful applicant, it may be a pleasant surprise to learn that hiring decisions are based in large part on character, commitment, and determination.
Too many people come out of university almost with this sort of checklist. They've filled in all the boxes. I've got this degree, I've got these A-levels, I've done these extracurricular things. But there's no story there. There's no passion for what they've done. And, a good applicant has to tell a good story about themselves. and be a real person.
The successful applicant tends to have a lot of intelligence, not book intelligence, just kind of smart, able to take challenges quickly. B, they'll have a lot of energy and enthusiasm, and C, they'll be very good workers within a team.
Study by all means, salary, bonus, pension scheme, all the worthy, boring things, because you need to be aware of them. But please don't lust after a job for those reasons and those reasons only. Follow what lights you up. Follow what you would do even if you weren't paid to do it. Because if you're lucky enough to get that sort of job, you'll be better off than 95% of your fellows.